Welcome into DC On Screen, episode 312. Sorry, God. This is our super spoilery review of Powerless 101. The pilot, Emily is late for her new job at Wayne Security when a battle between Crimson Fox and Jack-O-Lantern derails her train. She seems to be the only person interested, as people in Charm City see this kind of thing every day. Emily once had a monotonous job at an insurance company in a flyover state, a state where superheroes fly over but never stop. Now she's off to make a difference in an office with a bunch of quirky inventors who are quirky and make products like the Joker anti-venom epipen. Except none of their ideas are very good, and neither of the bosses, Bruce Wayne's cousin Van, has hired to corral and inspire these people. Emily is the latest in a long line of those. Oh, and Van, hoping to leave the taint that is Charm City. He gets his chance when his batty cousin, Wink, gives him a call and tells him Wayne Security is closing down. Van is excited to learn that he'll be getting the chance to be absorbed into the Gotham office until Emily does her job and introduces a supervillain detection device that Bruce loves. Bruce keeps everyone aboard, Van is stuck in Charm City, and Emily has won the respect of her colleagues. Kind of funny in places. I like all the drops, all the references to the DC comic stuff.
The name checking, the name dropping was great. There's no fault in that. It's just that I'm gonna go ahead and break into it. Like I said in the precursor, if anyone heard it, not a terrible show, bad pilot.
Yeah.
And that may not be the people in charge's fault. To be completely fair, before we start breaking this thing down, the people that are currently in charge were given this pilot when it was an insurance company thing and already had filmed the pilot, and then had to break it back down as a Wayne Tech thing. This is not an easy job they were given, and this was by no means a bad episode of anything that I just watched. It just has so much more that it could be doing.
Absolutely.
And before I condemn it, I'm going to give them time to see how they do with it. That being said, there's some stuff that's seriously off. The show doesn't have any heart yet.
It doesn't, and I don't know, aside from her, I don't, her and her dad, I don't give a shit about any of the characters. I like Danny Pudi just because I liked him on Community, and that's not enough.
It isn't enough. I actually, independently, I didn't have any problem with anyone's performance. I didn't have any problem with anyone's character, even, in a lot of cases. It's just that they don't meld yet. There's not this, they don't congeal. This isn't a formula for anything quite yet.
Yeah.
It is it is pretty much Better Off Ted, if you're familiar with Better Off Ted. It's Better Off Ted without any engaging characters at this stage.
Yeah. I like the idea of a flyover state. That's clever.
That was. Oh, you probably, I'm sure you caught the most clever thing in the episode was in the first couple minutes. I'm sure you ran across retcon insurance.
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention.
Yeah.
Well, during the flyover state thing, I'm pretty sure that was Martian Manhunter. It looked like Martian Manhunter. He was green with blue trunks and a blue cape.
Yeah, it's got to be damn close.
So I loved Starro. We've seen a lot of this we saw in the promos.
Yeah.
I like that Bruce wanted Van to stop using his HBO Go password. That was funny.
That was good.
Van was pretty good. The picture is huge. Still didn't fly. Still didn't land here.
No.
A lot of this didn't land.
Yeah, some of it's
just
plain off.
Chief of Childlike Wonder cracked me the hell up.
Yeah, that was good. That was that was honestly good.
That dude going, I'm not getting hurt again.
Actually, it's something from one of the promos that still got me. He just drops the kryptonite glass. That was not a scenario I had considered.
Yeah, but then they followed it up with an even better joke where he's like, Ed is also not strong against normal things.
Oh, yeah, that was actually good. Again, the show has some funny in it. It just doesn't have anything going on yet.
It does.
And my major takeaway from it was that they should have made this whatever happened in this pilot should have happened over 2 episodes. Now, again, let me backtrack again and say they couldn't do that. Physically could not do that this episode, and I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure they shot the pilot, had to rework that, did some reshoots, and then had to come back and do the everything else that's happening this season in entirely separate entities. So this is not the fault of anyone that was involved, but it would have been better still if this episode had to do with an internal conflict where you got to know the characters, you got to invest in the characters a little bit more, had something to do with them, and then it ended with Tudyk on the stairs saying, we've all been fired. Because then the show has somewhere to go. I know why I'm tuning in next week, and I've already dealt with the characters and gotten to know them a little bit better, and I might feel like, coming to see them next week.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think it just would have been a better place to take it, but see previous disclaimers.
Right. A few more lines I really liked. Rocks. I'm going to put rocks in your pockets and throw you in the ocean if you're lying.
Yeah, that was good.
You're going to make a great father someday.
Yeah. That one got me.
Technically one wasn't fired. He was crushed by rubble. I like to think of it as God firing him.
Yeah.
That felt like it was straight out of Futurama.
Yeah, and weirdly though, it felt like it was straight out of Tudyk. That one almost felt improv.
Yeah, that was good.
And it feels like Tudyk is doing a Nathan Fillion impression for some parts of this episode. It's like he's combined Wash with like Nathan Fillion's reputation in some ways, and kind of made like, what if I just did those two?
Yeah. Did you catch that Marv Wolfman was the news anchor?
I did. That was great.
That was fun. On the paper at the very beginning, President-elect Luthor vows to make Metropolis super again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved all the references. I really did. The opening credits looked amazing.
Oh, their actual opening credits. A, the music is great, actually, and B, it looks fantastic. Great, homage to the first Action Comics with Superman. It was phenomenal. Honestly, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
If they can make the rest of the show as good as their intro, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Really just don't like that girl who hates Emily so much.
Kind of liked her though.
Like it makes no sense that she hates her so much. It just doesn't.
It didn't, and that's what cracked me up. She actually was one of the takeaways that I was surprised with, because I ended up kind of liking her by the end of the episode.
Yeah. I don't know. They're just gonna have to work hard to make me like any of these people. I know. Like really like them. Not to say that it's not possible, because I don't think I liked a lot of the people in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No, dude.
Like the first couple episodes.
We didn't like we hated the Flash in the first episode. We actually hated it. We hated the pilot of the Flash. Supergirl we were extremely dubious about, but it had a couple cool moments. Like, dude, pilots are pilots. Shows find themselves. There is no reason to jump ship right now on Earth P. But
absolutely not. That's not to say that NBC's not going to jump shit 5 episodes in.
Oh god, yeah, no, they absolutely might. Is it CBS or NBC?
It's NBC.
Okay. Yeah, they absolutely could. I'm kind of curious. I haven't gotten a chance to look at the reviews from the average Joe, see what's going on with that. I'm kind of curious.
I've seen it be mixed.
A little mixed.
Yeah, it's mixed.
Because on a major network, you need 7 or 8 million at least for the pilot.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the
and that's considered
titles,
kind of we'll see.
Powerless offers a bright spot in an otherwise dark and gritty DC universe.
Well, see, that'll actually help though. Those clickbaits will actually help them, if anything.
Kind of. It's still just let's dig at DC. I'm like, are you guys not watching Supergirl or The Flash? I mean,
WB has made a lot of mistakes in a lot of different ways, but
or Legends, but none of those are dark and gritty. You assholes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I understand.
I actually have hope for this show.
I do. Again, can't stress this enough. The pilot, they were in a fucked up situation. Just roll with it. Don't give it a few episodes before we judge it. There's just not. It was a weird thing they came into, which was kind of worrying. But we'll see where it gets. And what did we say we were going to do? We're going to do the pilot and then just kind of catch up at the end of the season.
Yeah, we'll do a season 1 review if we're even allowed a season 1.
Yeah, no, I mean we'll catch up on whatever makes it.
Yeah,
into. But
yeah,
I mean it's a mid-season. What are they planning on? 11 or 13 episodes, something like that.
I don't even know.
I haven't looked. I'm just guessing. You're sure as hell not going to get 20 something. It's too late in the season.
Yeah,
you're probably going to get a half of a regular show. By the way, Joker showing up for a second.
Yeah, that's fun.
Like a classic purple suit.
Yeah.
To me though, it kind of indicates. Are
you sure it was purple? Are you sure it wasn't sangria?
Oh, it might have been sangria or amethyst or whatever.
Yeah.
Showing the Joker though, even with that. And it did prove the obvious point that Batman was going to be siphoning off the Wayne Tech stuff. That was super obvious. But even showing Joker as the bottom half of a body with a covered head, in a way indicates that the show, because it's so separated from everything else, it's the only comedy WB's got out right now with the DC characters. It kind of shows that they've got a little bit of a carte blanche, right? A
little bit. They
can have some fun if they feel like it.
How much you want to guess that they'll figure out that they're actually working for Batman?
Oh no, the scenes with Pewdie and I haven't memorized everyone's name yet. I'm sorry. But the scene at the end where they realize it was the scent based tracking mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to be working on that really soon. And they even dug in hard with Maggie. Sorry, learning everyone's name. Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah.
They dug in
Emily.
hard with her. Emily? Okay. Actually kind of, maybe we'll work for him someday.
Yeah.
It's clearly a thing they're teasing toward.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have one more complaint, and I'm curious.
Okay.
This is a genuine request to anyone who's listening to this. The lip sync was off when I watched this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if that was like...
It was for me, too.
Yeah, you said you got the same problem. Now, Dave and I live in, the same state, so God only knows. But I'm kind of curious. Like, was it off everywhere else? Or, like, if anyone wants to let me know, I'd be really curious. Just seems weird.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, I hope it gets way better, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope it lasts. But it's a 30-minute show, so we'll just always do like the seasons, I think.
Yeah.
Just season reviews.
Yeah. Well, we'll treat it like we did Constantine, No matter how long it lasts, we'll do a season recap of it.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we are going to be bowing out right now. We are DC On Screen. You can find every episode at DCOnScreen.com. You can find us at GiantSizeTeamUp.com. Because we're proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. DC On Screen. One word. Come join our riotous debauch.
That's what we do.
Have a good one. And until next week, we won't be actually doing a news episode this week. But until next week, when we do the reviews again, and then news.
And then probably a lot of
news. Right. Keep some DC on your screen.